Okay, I did go see Sinners.
Yes.
Me too.
Oh, my God.
Me too.
Y'all doing that now?
However,
okay.
Nah.
No, Freeze this yet.
However, no, I'm just trying to get a small portion of the audience to hate you for the weekend.
Got it.
However, I'm unable to give my very detailed review because Freeze has not seen it yet, and he's going tonight.
Yes.
I've been ready since Monday.
I went out last night at like midnight to see this shit.
Me too.
I did that Monday
to talk about this
I thought we were
shit.
gonna do that on Tuesday.
Yeah, it was really important for work purposes. And I'm surprised anybody, but Freeze is going. But Freeze is going to see it tonight. For work purposes, such a blockbuster.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ryan Coogler,
Highest
friend of the
grossing
show.
original film since
Come on,
since Caddyshack or something.
Black cinema. Hey, that was racist. Wait, that was.
I just caught that.
It was.
That's racist as hell.
Right.
I was just trying to think of an old movie.
Yeah, but as soon as Freeze sees it,
Yeah, we're going tonight.
we'll
We're going
be
tonight.
here with our review.
Because I got
Or
thoughts.
do you?
Yeah.
Or we'll send Freeze ass to Starbucks in an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And just get a little bit in.
That sounds like
Y'all
a
can
plan.
rock out.
Because I got to know what you think about some things on there, and I got to, yeah. And you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know what y'all think. Nah,
Great film,
Everyone's
too.
seen it. I loved it.
Well, the whole listen.
All right, look. If we're here, let me know so I can go to Starbucks.
Hold on, Freeze.
I'll take a cappuccino.
I do want to say a little
All
something.
right, well, hold on. Let me go. Let me go to Starbucks.
Step,
then.
I'm sorry.
Let's get go.
Step just for a little something.
Yeah.
The close Starbucks.
Oh, they both.
Not the one that's.
They both leaving. Hold on.
Yeah,
hey,
you know.
Hey, don't go outside and do no. Oh yeah, go outside
Yeah,
so you can see
there you
it.
go.
Right.
There you
We
go.
know those little breaks.
You got to be careful.
We know
There
those
you
breaks.
go.
Oh shit, y'all walked out at your birthday party.
Yo, y'all did that at my birthday party. There was wild behavior at my birthday party that we could just never address.
I'm so mad I ain't go to that party.
Mark Lamont Hill.
I was at home like mad as shit.
Damn.
You should have went to that.
Oh, that was before you were like really, really up
Yeah,
here. Like,
I had got the invite.
He still got the invite.
I got the invite, but wifey, we just anyway. Yeah, it wasn't gonna play.
At that point, you don't know that that's an event that you probably should just. A lot of shit went on that.
Lot of shit
that
went
we
on.
just swept under the rug, and I don't even have a broom.
family business. It is what it is.
Yeah. Shit that we saw in plain sight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Obvious shit.
I didn't know Freeze was doing that at my birthday party.
That
All right,
disappeared for a little bit. Yeah.
Freeze.
Listen, my main takeaway from Sinners is don't date white bitches.
Yo,
The whole movie is telling you in mad different ways not to date the white chicks.
Not trust white people in general. I think was a.
At all.
that's my wife literally turned to me about 3 recorders. It was like Dr. Umar tried to tell us.
If
Like,
someone comes to your door with a banjo, no,
don't let him in.
absolutely not. Get that banjo
Not at
shit
all.
the fuck out
Not
of
at
here.
all.
Yeah, that's the best takeaway from me. I loved it.
Yeah, I love
And don't succumb to greed neither. Money is not everything. When she went out there to get, because if she didn't go out there to go check
true.
on the white people and get money from them to see how much they had, you know what I mean, nothing would have happened.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
So don't
because
don't fall in the greed.
one of the twins, I don't remember which one, was kind of cool with the fact that it wasn't really making no bread. We're gonna build this up.
Yeah, Smoke.
And yeah, they sent the white girl out to bring in some more.
Actually, Stack was the one who was cool with it because he was the one like, yeah, fuck it, take the wooden nickels.
Yeah.
What else? I loved how this was. I think this might have been Ryan Coogler's best film in my opinion.
I think Fruitvale's still better, but
They so different. Yeah,
yeah, they're very different.
This was like this is one of like masterpiece things
For sure.
That one is a lot more like
story.
Yeah.
Fruitvale was a real event.
yeah,
And Ryan Coogler wasn't nobody.
True.
right.
So, wow, it tugged on the heartstrings. We all cried. But no budget, real story. We see what he did. Black Panther is still Black Panther. There are other reasons that we go into the theater outside of, hey, Ryan Coogler's involved in this.
Right.
Granted,
Yeah.
he did a great job, but
For sure.
we come into the theater in droves for other reasons as well.
Yes.
Right. Yeah,
The
okay.
same thing could be said with Creed. You're leaning on 40 years of equity.
Right.
With
Fair.
Rocky
The franchise.
fans, Apollo.
Fair.
You might have did an amazing job, too.
Yeah,
This movie was my first time, because I don't want to be ignorant to the movie buffs out there that may know differently, was my first time seeing Ryan Coogler as Ryan Coogler, trusted with this large of a budget,
Sure.
relying on his star player that he done called on 3 and 4 times to now come and be 2 niggas.
Yeah.
Because this is so important. I can't lose the viewership. of you not being involved in even the bad side of this when we cut to that. Like, this was just, it was a lot going on. I loved all the historical shit. I loved them saying, still, even in this, don't play with them natives. I love that.
Yes. Yeah.
I love
should have listened.
Yeah, don't play with them natives.
Yeah.
I thought that
The
was
natives came.
They tried to tell-
Yeah.
This ain't that. This ain't that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cut him out. Is he in here?
Right.
We here for business.
Right.
Yeah.
And they ain't play with him.
Nope.
They ain't do none of that evil eye, none of that shit with them.
No. And them Choctaw got the fuck up out of there. You ain't, they ain't get no more problem.
Exactly.
That's what I loved about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that. Until the Korean lady did the cornball shit, I loved how they held us down.
yeah.
Because then I later read that historically the role
Between
that they
blacks
played
and
in
Asians,
that was amazing. And then I'm a musician, so all of that musical shit.
Yeah.
Was fire.
First of all, I think
Not,
the way
not all of it.
I grew up in a blues household, so this was
You
a
don't like
trope that I'm familiar with, and I just love putting blues in the forefront in 2025 in that manner.
Yeah, I totally agree. Why you say not all of it?
That one mashup scene, I couldn't. It didn't.
Irish?
Yo,
No, the swaggerless trap drum.
Yeah.
Blues.
They lost me for 35 seconds.
Yeah,
That
they
was-
lost me too.
That was
that
fire.
was the one.
That was fire.
It could have been the one. They should have called Metro or somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I see what
I
you're
like the
saying.
idea of it. I didn't like
Same.
how they executed it
The execution.
sonically.
A little.
Now they buy you that shit, y'all.
Yeah, y'all crazy as hell.
It's I
The message behind it.
That scene is the one where I'm sitting there almost teary-eyed
that
a
shit
little
fucked
bit.
me up. It took me up.
Because it didn't sound right at first.
Not at all.
yeah.
And then when it took you a second to see what was
It adjusted
happening
in your ears
and be
sonically.
like, oh, and yeah.
Yeah.
The blues dude, man, I didn't expect his voice to be like that once he
Word.
started singing in the car.
Or
Oh, he
And neither did the twin. It's like, oh shit, we like, hey, come with me, homeboy.
Right.
You can sing like that.
what's my man that plays the harmonica? What's his name? The actor?
Delroy Lindo.
Yeah.
Yes.
He would be a dead ringer for Howlin' Wolf if they ever do a movie. I don't know if you guys are blues heads.
Yeah,
but
yeah. Oh, that's speaking of blues. Buddy Guy at the end, the
Oh, that
real
was
Buddy
fly.
Guy
Yeah,
at
that's
the
fly.
end.
Oh, come
That was
on,
fly.
man.
And most people had left the theater when we saw it because it was like a postscript. So
Yeah,
people
yeah,
had walked.
people-
My whole theater stayed and
Yeah, I
knew,
stayed
and
for
knew to
that.
stay.
I went to a black theater. Niggas was gone.
I went to a white theater, but black people in there.
Okay.
Like, there was nothing but black people in there.
You got- you had a culture
What's a black thing? The Magic Johnson nigga?
I don't want to say which one, but I'm just saying I stay for in the credits.
Got it.
And a lot of people don't read the credits. You know what I mean? In general, but afterward, when they popped up, that the genius of that scene, I also thought was they hit home something that was subtle throughout the whole movie about the exploitative nature of white culture and white culture theft. When dude come in with the Coogee and the white girl, and when they come in that scene
Yep, at the end.
to meet the new version of Preacher Boy, it's like oh,
But
this
now,
is more Vulture.
But now you are alive with this white girl, but you can only come out when it's dark. Like, you're kind of stuck in this really nasty, ugly life, even though you're alive. Versus the big black woman, the beautiful thick black woman that I love.
her.
I loved that that was her role and portrayal. I was real sad when she got bit.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts.
Yeah. Sorry.
But I love that love story, and though they died, it was like we're alive in spirit through multi-generations.
Yes.
So it was just telling a lot of different stories. It was.
I loved all of it. I thought, to your point, the blues piece was beautiful. There's this moment where Delroy Lindo talks about the blues. He said the blues is sacred.
Yeah.
And he talked about what the blues meant. And he said, not that shit they gave us religion-wise, but the blues is ours. That get into our souls. And the blues was like a real weapon to fight these vampires by the end.
Yeah.
And he's a survivor. So it's a way of talking about black traditions that I thought was dope.
Yeah, that's what I took from it too. Like, telling Sammy to hold on to the blues because that's ours. Christianity and all the stuff that
Yep.
we learned was given to us by the white man, and it was forced on us. You know what I mean? We have this. Let's cherish this. Don't let that go. That was an important part for me as well.
And when they were driving down the road, and
Yeah.
when he drive, because they're talking about the convict lease system. When black folk basically put back on plantations after
sir.
slavery, and they're driving down the road. Delroy Lindo gets up, sees all the dudes, tells that crazy story
Yeah.
about everything that happened with those guys, and how he was part of that. And then the way he processed it was to start singing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then to have my man play the guitar, so the blues became a way of healing. Like it's just like
It was dope.
They got into that, and I was in love with that sister, man. Like
I love
the hoodoo. The
absolutely
sister was
loved
doing
her.
hoodoo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was the first movie I've seen in a long time on the mainstream that didn't make black spiritual traditions look cultish or look creepy.
Yeah.
The creepy people were the weird white people, the Klan, right?
Yeah.
But she had a leke beads. She was doing hoodoo. She was doing jobs. Any of my spiritual people that know.
Sorry not to cut you off, but who, if you're watching this movie, should also be identified.
Yes.
That's up. I'll leave that up to you to identify them how you want. But I had a picture of who that was representing throughout the movie. The demon white people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you were saying
No, I just they just told a whole story about black spiritual traditions and the mix between music and spirit that I thought was powerful, from the church to the hoodoo to the blues. I just thought it was beautiful, and without having to hit us over the head with it.
Yeah, a very subtle way of telling you exactly how you lost culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was such a ill, sleek way of holding the mirror up to you, because it can't happen without your invite.
Yeah.
And that part just being so, and my beautiful black sister. What is her name again? Because I don't want to keep saying that. But when she was like, "Hold up now, homeboy, you about 6'7", 6'8",
Right.
what you need an invite for?"
Right. You don't use one no other time.
You can push right on. You can push right past her.
Listen, behind every black man is a strong black woman that's going to see something that maybe you don't.
For sure.
New Joe Budden.